What is going on, guys? Welcome to another pallet project video. In this side series to my usual gardening videos, I'm going to be showing you how to make things from pallets or reclaimed wood for almost no money at all. 9 times out of 10 the projects come out completely free, and you can make everything from, you know, a bench to a bird box, you name it, you can make it with pallets. Enjoy the video, guys, and I will catch up with you at the end. Thank you. So I decided to build both benches inside the shed without actually having a plan, and that was simply down to the fact that we are using pallet wood, and as many people know, not many pieces actually, tend to match. So yeah, I started by measuring and cutting out a piece of pallet wood so it actually matched the height of the window, because I thought that was a pretty nice height to work from. And then we brought the whole thing down to the shed floor, where I just continued to add slats. And it was at this point I started putting some backing wood on just to hold them all together. Once the backing wood was actually fitted, it kind of gave me a bit of a base as to, how many slats I'm going to need to finish this one side before we actually start to curve. It was only 3 slats before we got to the main curve of the original shelf that I'd built inside the shed. And I kind of liked the idea to keep the curve. Although we're going to lose a little bit of internal cupboard space, it's quite, appealing to have aesthetics like this. It looks quite nice to the eye. So yeah, it's not all about looks. This is going to be quite practical by the time we're done with it. And, the cost of this entire project is literally going to be just a few screws. I then put a 45-degree angle on my circular saw and then proceeded to cut down the length of one slat because I wasn't happy with how this bit looked. Now, once cut, it actually fitted quite nicely, and although it comes away from the curve of the table, meaning that the next slat is going to be about 2 inches away, that didn't bother me at all. Because this is a self-build, we've got the freedom to play around and find what will work. Now, it might not be the correct method or the correct way of doing it, but I always try and find a way that works for me. To join this slat, I simply drilled in a pilot hole and then just drove in a 4-inch screw straight into the slat that was neighbouring it. This seemed to work quite well, considering that this bench isn't going to be taking too much weight. Now, the next step, this is where it kind of got a little bit tricky, and I kind of just used what I had to hand to basically make an extension. Now, I could have continued the curve all the way around to match the original curve, which you see me screwing into right now, but I kind of like the idea of having a larger bench. Now, this shed is actually 6x4, so it's not the biggest shed in the world. So by actually making the shelf as wide as possible, it's going to give us a little bit more room to work with without taking up too much floor space. So what you can see me doing here is I basically drove in 2 screws, and you can just see me adjusting them. And that's to basically get them to the right depth so that the slat that sits on top will be in line with the neighbouring slats. Now, like I said, it's not the conventional way of doing it, but once the bench is cladded on the top, you're never going to see this. There are, of course, many ways, to extend this shelf out to make it, a few inches wider. And this is the method that I went for because this is quite simply all I had to hand. Now, although it was a little bit tricky to find the right depth, of the screw, it seemed to work quite well for me, guys, honestly. And like I say, you're never going to see it once the bench is actually cladded on the top. To secure this slat into place, I just drilled in some pilot holes and then drove in some 3-inch screws just to lock it all together. I secured this slat in exactly the same way as the other ones, just by, drilling a pilot hole and then driving in a 3-inch screw directly into the neighbouring slat. And to be honest, guys, the strength of this actually came out pretty well. After adding just 5 slats, I had reached the point where I wanted to put a shelf. And all I'd done for this was just line up a piece of pallet wood to the existing shelf that I'd already built in the shed, and then just simply place the spirit level on top, just to find a nice level, really, before I actually screwed this thing down. Once I had a rough idea of where the first shelf was going to sit, I then just carried on adding slats all the way around, working our way to what will be the potting bench of this build. I also measured and cut a piece of pallet wood to go on top of where the cubby hole is actually going to be, and I fitted this in exactly the same way as I did with the curve, just by driving in 2 screws and adjusting their depth. I then measured and cut out a piece of pallet wood just so it would fit on the potting bench side of this build. Now we want to create a kind of fascia the whole way round where we don't see any of the existing wood or framing that was on the previous build that I'm currently using to screw most of the pallet wood to. I screwed this piece of wood straight into the shelving that was already behind it, and then basically cut out another piece of pallet wood just to kind of act as a little bit of framing. We kind of want a nice pallet finish by the end of this project, guys, so if I can hide as much of the existing wood as possible, that's the end goal really here. So yeah, a few pilot holes and a few screws and the framing was done. I then needed to break up a few more pallets as we was running pretty low on wood that I'd already prepared. And all I've done with these is brought them directly into the shed, having banged out their nails and removed them. I didn't cut any of this wood to size. I think they were about 3 to 4 feet long, and yeah, they seem to fit quite nicely. So I just lined them all up on the top and then just proceeded to screw them all down onto the existing shelf that I'd already built inside the shed. Now that the basic shape of this build is actually coming together, I decided to focus my attention on the potting bench side of this build. Now, I'm not sure how well you can see, but it doesn't actually line up to the same height as the bench on the right-hand side of your screen. So I did need to use some additional slats of pallet wood just to bring the height up enough to actually make this all line up by the end of it. I screwed both pieces of pallet wood down on each end, and I also drove a screw directly through the bench that we'd already built, directly through both slats, just to give this more strength. Once I was happy everything was level, I then decided to screw this directly to the bench next to it, bearing in mind that I have left a 1-inch overhang on both sides of the bench. We want these benches to last quite a long time, and by having the 1-inch overhang, not only does it kind of look quite nice, it also gives us somewhere to screw our fascias to at the end of this build. But I was a little bit worried about warping, so I did decide to strengthen it by screwing it directly into the neighbouring slats. What you can see me doing here is adding a piece of wood to the back of 3 independent slats of wood, and that's so that we can flip this thing over and basically insert it into the gap that we'd already made. I screwed this piece down in exactly the same way as all the other pieces, and I did do it on the front, the back and on both ends. This is going to give it strength, guys, and the framing that's underneath is actually attached to the actual shed itself. After having a quick cup of coffee and measuring out some more pieces of pallet wood, it was then time to put together kind of like a little bit of a box. Now this half box that you see me putting together here is actually going to be where we basically put our compost and our growing mixture for the season ahead. And when I refer to potting shed, that simply means somewhere to go to basically pot up plants or sow some seeds. But it's quite nice to have an environment you can walk into and have it all sort of laid out for you. So by building this framing, it's going to allow us to basically hold the compost in one area so that we ain't going to get in too much of a mess when we actually come to pot up our plants. I screwed this part of the surround down to the actual bench that we've already built, and then I just simply added a few seeds to the internal wall of the shed. If you've enjoyed part 1 of this video, guys, make sure that you are subscribed and that your bell icon is on so you'll be notified when I release part 2. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next episode.